Do you guys see the quote from Patrick Laine, who doesn't have a point in 7 games, and was asked about his confidence level, and he said, probably 0. I'd rank it about 0%
That's
confidence.
Outstanding.
Yeah, and it kind of...
That's going south, man.
That's going south pretty quickly. Columbus is falling off. Tortorella's, I think, hearing the noise. Not that it's affecting him necessarily, but he knows it's there. And Laine was supposed to come in and supply a spark, and it was right there for him. And this doesn't mean it's not going to happen at some point for him. But you go 7 games without registering anything. A player of that caliber, it should not happen. It should never happen. And it is. And you can get lost in the shuffle pretty quickly if you're Patrick Laine.
Well, that makes that move even more risky, right, for them, is they had a player that didn't want to be there, and I don't think anybody really felt that it was a crazy risky move for Columbus to make. But man, after a while, the numbers don't lie to you, right? He's not, as much as Torts wants him to play a complete game and play 200 feet. We talk about this enough. He needs to play for 60 feet. He's got to score. And if he doesn't score, that's great. You can check and shoot it off the glass and block a shot here and there. You got to score.
See,
and if he doesn't, then what's the point? Find somebody else for 20% of the salary and to check and shoot it off the boards.
I'm not as worried about Laine as I am about a guy like Max Domi. Have you heard his name once?
No, not
I'm
in
just
any
looking
capacity.
At it. He's played 27 games. He's got 3 goals, 4 assists. He's got 7 points. And he's
back to the Arizona era.
Plus minus. Again, we don't read it, but he's minus 15. He's leading the team in plus minus on the wrong side by a country mile.
Maybe it's just the Buffalo thing going on there, where people get there and it's what the hell is this? What are we even in existence for?
But this is a team that beat the Leafs last year in the playoffs, and a year before beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. Mm-hmm. Where's the drop-off? I think it's lazy to go, well, that's John Tortorella's fault.
No, I agree with you.
Well, part of the drop-off is Seth Jones and Zach Werenski.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they drive that team, and they have not had great first half by their standards. They brought Domi in to play center and to, be a little more, to be a creative player. I don't think he's a center.
He's not. He's a high skill right winger that can mesh with other high skilled players. He is not a center iceman.
Yeah, I don't see it. I never have seen it. First time I really saw Max was in the World Junior. He played with Anthony Duclair and Sam Reinhart, and he played the right side. Sam Reinhart was in the middle, and that line wound around Reinhart's smarts, Domi's passing, and Duclair's finish.
Mm-hmm.
It was all very clear. And then, he gets into the middle of the ice. It doesn't seem to work for him there. And I haven't watched Columbus the last couple of nights, but when Laine first got there, that was his center.
Right.
It's not a one-man band, right? A guy doesn't score, it's him, but oftentimes it's a bigger picture.
I agree. And the only other thing, I like the goalie. I mean, both goalies are really good there, as we saw in the playoffs last year. Merliskin's has been injured, so he's just coming back. So, but Korpisalo's there, and he's played, and he's a good goaltender.
That division's taken off, too.
You're right.
There's a caste system there, and there's 4 teams up top, 4 teams at the bottom.